guys, welcome to another speed build in The Sims 4. Today I am renovating the Pancake's house. So before I say anything else, I just want to apologize because I am unfortunately a little sick today. I have a cold, so that's that. But I wanted to make this voiceover anyways to get the video up, and yeah. So I decided to renovate this house because I actually really like the Pancakes family, and I did a cast video of them, and I will put that up on my channel as well, so you can download my renovation of them or my changes to them, and and you can play with them in this house if you want. I really I liked the way this house turned out a lot. I didn't really like the style to begin with, so I wanted to change a few things, but actually I didn't change anything about the structure on the outside, and that I didn't want that because it's a renovation and I didn't want to change too much. Oh yeah, I did make a little room edit on the right side of the house to make room for a toilet downstairs, but that's the only thing. And I did make a basement also, but apart from that I didn't change anything about the outside structure. Obviously I change the wallpaper outside and colors, so yeah, but that's all for the better, I think. The house had a bit of a strange vibe. I don't know how to explain it. It was just, I don't know, it had a weird look, especially in the furnishing of the house. It was quite formal, I think, not really suiting the family. I actually made, I gave Bob and Eliza some kits. They now have a girl and a toddler boy. So I made rooms for the kids as well, of course. So I wanted it to be more like a family home, not so formal in the interior decoration and the interior style. So I like it better for the family. I really wanted to have them in mind when I decorated it. So yeah, I actually it took me a little time to come up with the color scheme of the house in the interior. To begin with, I found it a little bland, just a little boring, so I changed it up to be more colorful. Because I thought that would be better for them as a family. But yeah, here's the addition to the right side of the house that I talked about before. I decided to make that because it was, I needed some room for a downstairs bathroom, so you didn't have to go upstairs or downstairs in the basement every time they needed to go to the bathroom. I thought that would just be more practical also for gameplay. So I added this chimney outside too. That was just for looks. I figured that it suited the house a little bit to have that as well. And now I'm playing around with the fences on the outside. And I went for some brown, beige brown colors for the windows and doors, and added some white columns because, well, I tried to make everything this light wood color, but I thought it also was a little bit bland. So I decided to mix it up a little bit, and I like that. So I think I'm onto the inside now. I do go around and I do really mix it up and go outside and inside a lot, but I try to edit the footage so it would not be too confusing to look at. But I'm sort of all over the place when I I make houses. That's just my process, I think. But yeah, now I'm just laying some wallpaper inside and some flooring, and I end up changing some of it, but I just like to get an idea of, yeah, everything being decorated, and yeah, and then I just go change things up later on. Yeah, so I made the hallway a little bit less grand, a little bit less, yeah. I wanted everything to be a little less luxurious, a little bit less grand. So I ended up deleting the whole open view from the hallway upstairs to the downstairs. Also, just to make a little bit more room on the upstairs, because I wanted both kids to have their own bedrooms, and I also wanted to have a office and a big bathroom upstairs. I did think about the office being more Bob's place, and I did put a poster of him in the office because, yeah, why not? I think he might have been trying to be an actor in his earlier days. Maybe it didn't work out for him, so they are kind of a funny couple. I think they have different aspiration. Definitely Bob is more relaxed and creative maybe, and just trying to find his way in life, and Eliza is more ambitious and driven towards getting more better. She's more materialistic, I think, and she wants everything to be better and better things and nicer house, and maybe she's always a little bit unsatisfied with what she got. But yeah, so I think I tried to reflect the house in the house, that part of her personality, that she really decorated everything, so kind of in a way to make it seem really nice, but still they don't have too much money, so I wanted to make that balance. So maybe she's dreaming of a more grand house, more luxurious furniture. But apart from that, I do think that this house is quite nice and not an inexpensive house. So here I'm making the kids' rooms, and I originally wanted to make the girls' room where I put the orange wallpaper, but I actually changed it up just in a minute because I wanted to make an office here, but I thought that would, yeah, just be too big of a room for an office space, and I wanted to give her a bigger room. I imagined this little girl to be a aspiring scientist, really nerdy, and yeah, she's so cute, and I wanted to give her this kind of science table for kids. So yeah, I definitely wanted to give her a bit more room for all the things that she's collected and everything to do with her hobbies, science hobbies. So now I'm onto the interior, and as I talked about, I couldn't quite figure out in the beginning what I wanted color-wise, so everything is a bit brown. I'm just boring right now, so yeah, you'll see in just a minute that I changed the colors already. Now I changed the sofas, but I believe I'm going for a blue color in the end, and I'm deciding on going with this blue slash orangey brown theme for the living room. So yeah, here I'm changing it up, and in a minute I'm changing. Yeah, now I'm giving everything some more color, more life, I think. And I really like the wood color in these furniture that we got from Cats and Dogs, I think. Yeah. So I kind of went with that as an inspiration for most of the house. So that's kind of a theme throughout. Yeah, I do change up still a little bit in the living room as I go, but you can see everything in the screenshots in the end if I cut anything out that I don't remember. So now I'm actually putting some pictures on the walls here, and I do keep them for a while, but in the end I actually take some pictures of the family, make them take some selfies, and I thought it could be really funny to have them take some pictures and put them on the walls. So in the screenshots you'll see that I did take some pictures of Eliza and Bob and their little girl, and I wanted to take some pictures of the toddler as well, but I couldn't do that. I didn't know that you couldn't take pictures of toddlers, and you unfortunately can't take pictures with kids and adults in one picture. And yeah, I just found that really strange, but yeah, apparently it's not possible. So I just took some pictures of the girl alone, but yeah, I think that's really cute to have that in the house, and just made it more homey and yeah, nice. So yeah, so yeah, I'm under the kitchen, and as you can see I went with the same color scheme. I really figured out what I wanted with the house at this point, and just I really like it, and made everything a little bit more fresh to look at. And I do change the wallpaper and also the flooring actually in the kitchen to make everything a little bit brighter. I think I go with a more green tone. Yeah, here I'm changing it. I think it suited everything a little bit better. So yeah, what is more to say about this? I don't really know. I'm usually really indecisive, and I can change up the kitchen counters and everything 100 times, but I did not do that in this build because I just had a good idea of what I wanted. So that's really nice. Not too much to cut out. And there I decided to just put some put an island in the kitchen, just to kind of have a more space to put things on and to work on when you're in the kitchen. And I did size these shelves down and use them also in the kitchen. I really like that they had the same wood texture and color as the rest of the kitchen, so I thought that was really pretty and nice to have that. I like this above the sink. I really like that little shelf there to have your soap on and so on. That I just like that little detail. So here I'm making the downstairs, the second downstairs dining area, and I did figure that this would be the more formal dining area, and that the other place I made a dining area would be more like, yeah, where they would eat in a day-to-day base. And yeah, it has, I loved that sunroom that I put the other dining table in. That was just so nice, and I figured that's where they would eat if they were just the family. And if they had more guests over or had a family dinner, maybe a Christmas dinner or whatever, they would go and eat in this more quote-unquote formal dining room, even though it's not really formal, but yeah. So as you can see, I have done some changes in the living room, and now I just changed the wall color to be more bright. But now I'm upstairs and decorating Bob and Eliza's bedroom, and I decided to go with the same warm brown colors in this room as well, because yeah, I just wanted, as I've said before, I want in my houses that there's kind of a theme going on, and just to make everything cohesive, yeah, in throughout the house. I really like that. So so I do like this bedroom. It's actually really my style. I like the warmth of the brown wood and just the bright colors as well. That's a nice combination, I think. So I don't do a lot more to this room. I didn't want it to be too grand or anything, and they don't have an ensuite bathroom or anything like that. The family just have a shared bathroom upstairs. So here I'm onto the the kids' room, the girls' room, and here's the science table that I was talking about before. I love that she has that science station in her own room. She's really, I'm thinking that she's a really nerdy sim, and that she's just into animals and science and rock collecting and everything like that. So I do change around the furniture around in her room a bit. I was figuring out how I wanted everything to be laid out. I do keep the bed where it is right now, but I'm changing the other things around in just a second, I think. Yeah, also changing those curtains. Yeah, I'm giving her some aquarium. An aquarium? Is that the word? I think so, but because I thought she would be into animals and fish and everything to do with nature and science. So that's why I decided to give her that big aquarium. Yeah, so it's not really I don't know if you can say like typical like girly room, like there's not a lot of pinks and all that. I didn't think that she would be a girl that would be into that. So yeah, that's why I didn't want to give her like a pink color scheme in the bedroom. But I think this room turned out so nice. If I were a little kid, I would like this room, definitely. So I think I did cut some things out from when I edited this room, but there's a lot of clutter I put in here, especially on the shelves that I put on the windows. I put a lot of collectings, like rocks and stuff, crystals that she has up there that I found in the debug menu. But yeah, I cut that out because it took me a long time. So I'm making her little brother's room right now, and yeah, doing this trick that I've seen other people do, where you just raise this kind of bench up and make it look like a little changing table for the kid. And yeah, I think this room was really cute, but it starts out being a little bland as well. So just with the blue and the white colors, so I do end up changing it a bit to make room for some more color. I go with this blue and green themed room, which I really like. So it's more like a traditional like boys room, this one. But yeah, I didn't really think of too much of a personality for the boy yet, because he's just a toddler. So I figured that that's something that you can decide if you want to play with the family when he grows up, what he's gonna be into. If he's gonna be like his his bigger sister, or if he's gonna be into something else. So because I gave the girl these science traits, and yeah, I did think that maybe she would be more like her dad. Maybe they had more like of a connection, but yeah, I definitely didn't think that she would be like very into like how do you say, like be as materialistic as her mother. So maybe the boy will be more like the mother and the girl will be more like the dad. Yeah, I don't know. But here is the basement that I mentioned in the beginning. I didn't plan on making this, but I just figured it would be a nice thing to have in the house, just to have a room downstairs for the kids to play, and if they had other kids over, they could just play down here and watch movies and yeah, whatever they wanted. I did put in some activities for the kids, so yeah, you could definitely put in more, but I put the dollhouse down here because it's so big that it never fits in the kids' rooms, but it did fit down here. So yeah. Oh, I actually think I cut the part out where I decorate the downstairs, or I mean the basement, because otherwise the video would be so long. So I decided I wanted to have some video of me remaking the garden a little bit. But as you can see, I didn't change the garden too much because I really liked it. I just yeah, made it a little bit bigger because I wanted some room for the kids to have yeah, to play. And I do make my own little sandbox and put some toys in it so that the kids can use that. And I put in the monkey bar as well. And if you have seasons, you can definitely put in the swing set or other items for outdoors activities if you want that. I also put some planting boxes, or what we call it, over here, so maybe Eliza would be into some gardening as well. Or maybe it would be Bob, actually. I don't know. But and I put the clothes hanging thing here too, and a little clothes basket also. And I do think that this is I'm coming up to the end now, and I do think there's coming some screenshots now. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please let me know, and I hope I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!